The attack during the White House Correspondents' Dinner has some shocking details behind it. Why was J.D. Vance escorted first by the Secret Service during the attack, instead of President Trump? These puzzling details seem to suggest that the event may have been rehearsed in advance. Just yesterday, while Trump was hosting the White House Correspondents' Dinner, an attack took place. However, netizens noticed an important detail. Vance was quickly escorted off the stage, while Trump remained seated for a long time without any security and was only taken away much later. This moment quickly sparked widespread discussion. According to standard security protocol, the president should be the top priority for protection, followed by the vice president. But last night, the opposite happened. Vance was swiftly taken away while Trump was left in a dangerous situation for a long time with no protection. This clearly violated security protocols and seemed like part of a planned script. What's even stranger is that when Trump was finally escorted out, his bodyguards showed no signs of tension or urgency. Trump's back was completely exposed, with no cover or security protection. He even fell to the ground during the evacuation, which was highly unusual. As more details about the unusual evacuation and lackluster security measures come to light, many people are starting to suspect that this attack might have been pre-planned, becoming part of a hidden conspiracy.
The shooting scene, crying in sheer panic and fear? Why was she the only one to react so strongly, yet no one truly noticed her distress or understood it? There are 3 heartbreaking facts behind it. At the White House Correspondents' Dinner, a major incident suddenly occurred, causing panic and chaos. A man caused a huge disturbance, and Erica was right there at the time. She had attended the event with a male companion and was caught off guard. Down in tears, overwhelmed with fear, and ran out of the scene. Erica was utterly terrified, shaken to her core. First, everything reminded her of her late husband, and painful memories flooded back. Last year, her husband tragically died in a violent attack. Second, she still carries huge, unhealed trauma from that tragic night. She almost witnessed her husband fall lifeless right in front of her. Since then, she's become extremely sensitive to such situations. Third, it's been less than a year since her husband's death. She hasn't faced it and still hasn't healed from the immense pain of losing him. She knows that if something were to happen to her, their children would lose both parents. What are your thoughts on this heartbreaking situation?
Why would Nate rather spend $350,000 on a wedding for Cassie than repay the $550,000 he owes to NAZ? It wasn't just the $350,000. Nate also spent an additional $50,000 on imported flowers and even rented a $300,000 stretch Hummer limousine, all to save face. Combined, this money could have fully paid off his debt to NAZ. So why, even after having his toe amputated, did Nate insist on going ahead with the wedding instead of paying off the debt? After Cassie learned the truth about Nate's bankruptcy, she completely lost control at the wedding, getting drunk and even hitting Nate with a champagne cork, nearly blinding him in one eye. When Nate escaped to the kitchen, his face was filled with fear, but he quickly composed himself and weakly comforted Cassie. This hidden breakdown shows that he had been suppressing his emotions. His rush to get married was because he wanted to turn his debts into shared marital responsibilities, forcing Cassie to bear part of the burden. Nate also insisted that Cassie control her emotions and expressions, so no one would notice anything was wrong. For him, the lavish wedding wasn't just about giving Cassie the perfect celebration, but about reassuring his investors, keeping them invested in him and his financial holes. During the wedding, Nate kept sneaking glances at Jules, whose relationship with a wealthy sugar daddy was no secret. Perhaps Nate planned to use this wedding to connect with potential investors, hoping they would help him pay off his debts. Do you think Cassie would really help him pay all of it back?
Did you know the woman in the white dress next to Trump? She was at the 2026 White House Correspondents' Dinner at the Washington Hilton Hotel. She waved for 10 seconds right before the shots. This is definitely not a coincidence. The discovery sparked widespread discussion. Was it a premeditated assassination? The result is unsettling when you think about it. She is a senior journalist from Columbia Broadcasting, the president of the White House Correspondents Association, and one of the key organizers responsible for coordinating the event. Why did she wave for so long? Was she reacting to something yet unnoticed, or was she signaling important information? When security notices unusual movement near the entrance, they don't immediately stop everything. At this point, the alert is quietly passed to the organizers. Her repeated gesture seems like an attempt to get the attention of staff or security, perhaps to confirm instructions or push a response forward. Although no official statement links her gesture directly to the incident, the sequence of events explains everything. She reacted first, and the visible moment came seconds later. What do you think? Feel free to discuss further.
What is the real secret behind Maddie's coldness towards BB? Has no one noticed that she has always disliked BB? In Euphoria, Maddie's best friend, besides Cassie, is BB, and BB has never done anything to disappoint her. However, years later, when Maddie meets BB at Cassie's wedding, she ruthlessly jokes about BB's pregnancy. Over the years, Maddie has never truly considered BB a friend, and many details have already made this clear. For instance, when BB asks if Maddie has changed her number, Maddie nods but cannot hide her awkward expression. In fact, Maddie hasn't changed her number. She simply blocked BB. Since high school, BB has become increasingly marginalized in Maddie's social circle. Although she often appears alongside Maddie and Kat, she has never truly been accepted into their small group. Moreover, Maddie not only failed to invite her to her birthday party, but also frequently criticized BB's gossiping and speaking style behind her back. Even when facing Jules, Maddie can still be friendly, but when it comes to BB, her words are always harsh and cutting. This clearly shows that Maddie has never valued this friendship. The most telling sign is that whenever Maddie faces trouble, she always confides in Kat, Cassie, or even Rue, but never considered BB someone she could rely on. So, is the relationship between Maddie and BB really just a superficial friendship? Or is there a deeper emotional conflict hidden beneath the surface? Did you notice the way Bubbles looked at Jafar Jackson? No wonder Jafar insisted on using AI to replace Bubbles in the movie. Bubbles wasn't just Michael Jackson's close companion, he was Michael's first child. After Michael passed away, Bubbles was sent to a gorilla sanctuary in Florida. Many assumed the real Bubbles would appear in the movie, but that wasn't the case. To honor Michael's wishes, Jafar did 3 deeply moving things. First, Jafar visited the sanctuary alone, bringing a photo of Michael and Bubbles. When Bubbles saw the photo, he actually recognized Michael and smiled. Although Bubbles was doing well, Jafar respected Michael's wish not to dress Bubbles in human clothes or make him perform. So, Jafar decided not to have Bubbles appear in the movie, instead using CGI to recreate Bubbles' image for authenticity. Next, Jafar prepared a custom art set for Bubbles. Bubbles has always loved painting, and his works are sometimes auctioned for thousands of dollars. To ensure Bubbles remained happy in his later years, Jafar ordered a professional set of art supplies, choosing non-toxic natural pigments to prevent any risk if Bubbles accidentally ingested them. Most touching of all, Jafar decided to donate a portion of the movie's box office earnings to the sanctuary. He also made a personal donation of a special fund for Bubbles' daily care, health checkups, and nutrition. This donation was enough to ensure Bubbles would live the rest of his life without worries, allowing him to peacefully enjoy his later years. What do you think of Jafar's heartfelt actions?
Did you know? Less than 10 minutes after Kim Chantal entered the VIP mansion, she made Queen Buen Rostro the laughingstock with just one gesture. The emotional entanglement between Kim and Suavecito has always been a hot topic among the public. In public opinion, Kim clearly took the lead, always remaining calm and composed. In stark contrast, when Suavecito saw her enter, he immediately showed a shy expression. Facing the mockery from the other guests, Kim proactively kept her distance. While Queen was still on the show, she not only had arguments with other participants over Suavecito, but also insulted him in front of the cameras. Now, Kim's attitude sharply contrasts with Queen's behavior back then. Kim and Suavecito are regarded as Mexico's golden couple, while Queen, as Kim's close friend, not only stole her boyfriend, but to this day is still seen by the public as the third party. What's striking is that, judging by Suavecito's shy reaction, it's clear he still has feelings for Kim. Even many viewers have started to regret eliminating Queen too early from the show in 2023. Now that they meet again on screen, everyone is eager to see how their relationship will develop. How will Queen respond to all of this?
Why did Zendaya choose to wear a simple $35 t-shirt instead of a glamorous dress at the Spider-Man promotional event? Many people were surprised by her choice, but this seemingly ordinary shirt actually had a special meaning behind it. At the Spider-Man promotional event in Paris, Tom Holland appeared in a striking red suit and quickly became the center of attention. Meanwhile, Zendaya chose a much more low-key outfit, creating a strong contrast between the two. But this was not a random decision. It was a carefully considered choice. Since the event was mainly focused on promoting Tom Holland's role as Spider-Man, Zendaya intentionally kept a lower profile and let her husband take the spotlight. At the same time, Peter Parker from Spider-Man has always been a hero from an ordinary background. This affordable t-shirt perfectly matched the character's realistic and relatable presentable image, making it easier for fans to connect with him. What's even more interesting is that Tom Holland himself prefers simple and comfortable clothing in his daily life. By choosing a similar style, Zendaya was not only matching his personal taste, but also honoring their journey from movie co-stars to real-life partners. True style is not about wearing the most expensive brands. It's about choosing the right thing at the right moment.